You load up your portable MP3 player to listen to your favorite podcast. You expect the announcer to say something witty. Instead, the announcer tells you you're dead, and that you're not listening to anything at all. In fact, he's the devil, and he's poking you in your ear. He tells you you are beyond the Piggle nerds.
What up,
Hello?
Pimpy?
Yo, mother flicker.
How's it going?
Not too bad, sir. How's yourself?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Indeed, yeah. I was just saying to Andy, we were very nearly joined on this episode by...
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I still say we need to get Declan on a show as well.
Yes, even though it's just going to be, if it's a Beyond, it's just going to be an hour of, oh, my creaties.
But I saw that he favorited a tweet of, it was either mine or the 50-Foot Nerds the other day when I was looking up the things, and I said I didn't realise, like, episode 22, we were already making Declan Creaky Knees references.
Oh, I think it was earlier than that, it was like episode 12 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure we did some. But I still say we should invite him on just so we could do that, what I said to you, which was, like, it'll get to the bit.
We'll get him on to promote his new business.
Oh, yeah, we could do. I like it's called Creaky Incorporated or something.
Have you been on the website yet?
No, I haven't.
If you go on and hover over the logo, it creaks off and then falls off completely.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, but no, I just think we should do our idea where when it gets into the proper podcast, we're like, oh, mystery guest, reveal yourself, and as soon as he starts talking, I'll start going underneath him.
My name is Declan Quinn. Oh, you've got creaky knees.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by Clarice Starling this week.
Precisely.
No, is that
Oh,
is
yeah,
that not that bad?
Oh yeah, Joe's managed to make it a couple of times into the clip show as well.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have.
Oh, great.
Firstly, with the "We're Not Horses," because I didn't realise until listening back that you were the one who started that. Because you offered to pay for T-shirts and sausage rolls.
Yeah, I would pay 6 sausage rolls.
Yes. in a voice more akin to salad fingers.
Yeah, Andy's wearing his lovely pashmina.
Yeah. And then what else? I took the clip of, in the Beyond episode we recorded, where we did the random best of thing, where we were just reeling through a load of things, and we just all went silent for a second, and then Joe, you just go, and we all burst out laughing. I took that clip. And then
aren't we putting in one of your public service announcements as well?
Oh yeah, we'll
cool.
put those in.
Yeah.
I also took another clip that you know how with us I took clips from the Dead Heat commentary and used them completely out of context.
Yeah.
Like it's like got me going, I'll make you like Luke Skywalker, sleep in me, and you going, I don't believe in fish, I think they're just a fallacy in order to keep the chicken down.
That's right.
I've got a clip where it'll just cut in and it'll just be going Joe going, oh no, a tit, and then it'll just go.
What? I don't remember that. I really need to go back and re-listen to some of these episodes, man, because I haven't got a clue about half of these things you tell me. I don't remember saying the fish was a fallacy. That's up there with the cake is a lie, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Right, let me read you more of the clip titles.
Okay.
Because I've got even more of them now.
Alright.
Let's have a look. Not that one. Episode 0. There we go. So the clip so far, you already know about Forcepticons. There's Bastard Iggle Piggle. Best of, captured, Craig Marmalade, Dick Tracy Cum. I've put that in yet.
Dick Tracy Cum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elephant Daz. Fish Fallacy.
As Elephant Daz.
Yeah. George Hands.
What's George Hands?
It's
It's not George. What's his face?
Fred and George Weasley. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God.
It's the one halfway through the end credits where I played one song and then I had the clip of me going, like, us finishing the episode, and then me going, George Weasley's hands flat, and you going, fuck off.
Right.
Then I've got Guess with Jeff.
Guess with Jeff.
Helped it. No name is. Can you guess what no name is?
It's something to do with my name is.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's the first time we talk about, you know what my name is?
Oh, my name is
Slim Shady. We said
Andy.
that. What?
Check it. Yes, my name is Dave. Bastard Iggle Piggle.
Please tell me you're recording this, Andy.
Yes.
Go, Joe.
No, I've not played it for a while, but my eldest, he really liked it. Like last year when we went to England.
Oh, are you using a
He's
proper...
playing the spoons. What you thinking?
No.
Playing?
I wasn't sure if he just got an external microphone and he just had an acoustic guitar, or if he was using two separate imports with his electric.
No, I've got an electroacoustic, but it's not plugged in. Like a nylon electroacoustic.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, but my eldest, he liked it. He liked it, and I like playing it for him, but yeah, I've not played it for a while. I can't really remember.
It's not the hardest song in the world, I'll be honest.
No, it's not. It is actually quite fun to play.
I need to learn how to play it on bass.
Like thunderous bass.
Yeah, I'll just make a slap bass version.
You know what our outro song should be for this?
What?
Is the Let's Kill Britney Spears rap.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You haven't heard this yet, Joe, have you?
Well, if there's anything that speaks about killing Britney Spears, I'm up for it. So.
Oh, it's us.
Yeah, it's me and Andy duet.
Medium-sized Dave.
It's medium-sized Dave and Vault of X-Star, yeah. It's because we were driving to Runcorn to shoot the music video, and
right.
as we're doing it, we've put some music on, and it's what is it? It's the same. It's the Red Haze, isn't it? It's the music that Andy
backing track, but it's the extended version I made for like the group remix thing, which is like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, so I started to freestyle, and eventually it turns into me talking as Andy about how I want to drown Britney Spears down a well, and then there's a busload of people.
You're saying that I'm saying this to you.
That's what I'm saying. Is me as you. Yeah. And then a busload of people drive past, and then I say that they're off to church, to confession, or something like that.
No, you're like, you can't tell them because you're off to church for confession or something, and then we start talking, and then the end of it,
and then you try and jump in and freestyle and mess everything up.
Please, but you should drown her in Otter's pool.
Yeah, did you see that tweet?
Yeah.
I came up with that today, and it just made me laugh. I was like, because you know where we shot where we shot by the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, just down the road from there's the rubbish tip.
Okay.
So I put a tweet up today saying I dumped my girlfriend in Otter's pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just hashtagged Scousers will get this. Yeah, joke for Scousers, that was it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've not been there for a while, but I used to go there with the school when I was when I was really young, and I remember it being quite nice. But is it not nice anymore?
Otter's pool, yeah, it's still lovely.
All right, because I was speaking about it the other day with my wife, and I was like, I'd like to see what it's like when we move back. We'd be back in about 4 months or something like that.
Awesome. Well, don't go at night.
No, definitely. I said that.
Yeah. Because we were filming there and the sun was going down, and Andy's like, let's get out of here.
I was like,
what was it dogging?
You said, we need to leave. And I was like, why? And you were like, this is an infamous gay dogging site.
And Andy's exploded again.
Fucking hell.
I think Andy needs to get a new microphone or something. I don't know what's going on.
It seems strange, but Andy exploded when he said dogging. Gay dogging.
Andy's like, woo! Bang!
He's gone dogging with Fred and George Weasley.
He's gone dogging with a bee, apparently, according to this. It's just Andy's pet bee that he brings to the podcast.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Andy, what's this? He's sending us YouTube links now. Has he recorded a video just in case? Should I ever disappear from the recording of podcasts and play this video?
This message will self-destruct.
Greetings, gentlemen. By now you will no doubt have found out that I've been kidnapped by a bee.
Can you not hear me?
No.
Not at all.
Could you hear us?
Yeah. Every single thing you were saying. That's why I was just why you couldn't hear me. You're just going, oh, he's gone. And I'm like, what? What are you on about?
Yeah, you got kidnapped by a bee according to our end.
No. From my end, you just started going, he's got a bee. It's gone. He's sending a YouTube link, and I'm going, guys. I'm still here.
I hope this is recording from my end.
Hey?
I hope this is recording from my end. Let's just... Oh, no, it's not. Oh. Damn it.
Oh.
Okay,
Bad boy.
Because otherwise I could have started cutting between each one.
Oh, no, it's just saying...
Meanwhile,
right.
I don't know, where's he gone? Here's a YouTube link. Meanwhile, on Andy's end, guys, I'm here. What are you on about?
Now it's recording. Hooray.
Okay. But this link that I'm sending you is...
I can't watch YouTube links on this computer, you know that.
I know.
And you've lost me playing Bastard Iggle Piggle.
No, Andy still recorded that.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say because it sounded awesome, but if you've still got it, it's obvious that it doesn't.
No, well, we just lost all the stuff with Andy's bee. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Never mind.
Well, we've still got it. It's just it makes less sense.
Yeah, it just makes even less sense now.
No, this video is like I was looking around on YouTube and I found clips of this guy exploring an abandoned nuclear bunker, and I was like, this looks cool, and it's apparently somewhere on the M2. So, Mike, we should go film either a short film or a music video there, because that'd be awesome.
I don't know where that is.
Somewhere it says near M2 services, which is Hampstead Valley.
Hampstead.
Yeah.
That's down by London.
I know.
It's a borough of London.
It's not exactly somewhere where I can just go on a day trip.
Well, it is, because you can get on the Virgin train for like 13 quid. I fucking...
13 quid? When was the last time you got a Virgin train?
Last year. If you book it in advance...
The only problem is with Virgin trains now is you've got to bid really high for them and then get on a plane.
Oh, I've just remembered. I've got to play Joe something. What Paul sent us today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. Get on this. Right. Paul, third name Paul. He just sent me a text earlier today, and it just said listen to this, right? And then, there you get. Right. Lay.
Hello, I'm Warwick Davis, and you're listening to Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds.
Wow. That's amazing.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Professor Flitwick.
Well, it's Willow.
Leprechaun.
It's Declan.
Wicket.
That's it, man. Oh.
Chief of Brosnamort's armies.
That's amazing.
Thanks, Fuelhauser. Warwick Davis, that's amazing.
Wait, dude, I just realised it relates to the 50-foot, the Mad Eye movie section, because now we've got a sounder from Plates.
Oh yeah. God, there's one.
Awesome.
I can't believe that. I still don't know exactly how that all came about. I meant to ring Paul before, but apparently we need to plug some film that he's done or something like that. Paul said that to me. He said like he said he'd record the thing if we mention this film that he's done. So yeah.
You mean
fair enough.
You mean the one about the midgets in Auschwitz?
I
can't see that going well. Like, midget.
Today I woke up and I was in Auschwitz.
Yeah,
That wasn't.
It'll be like he'll be like, oh, it's a serious documentary. Oh, I wonder what the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds said, and then it'll go to us going, midgets in Auschwitz.
Everybody loves Goebbels and Jeff.
Tell them, Goebbels.
Tell them, Goebbels. I still love that.
And then it'll be like, I'm boycotting this show.
I did agonise a little bit earlier. I sent a tweet to him from the 50-Foot Nerds account, and I'd said to Paul, this guy I was working with today, I said, is it wrong of me to say that I'm a big fan of his? Is it wrong to tweet a midget that you're a big fan?
It depends in what sense.
Well, exactly. Because Paul's not exactly the shortest guy in the world. I would love to see those two talking.
He's not the shortest tool in the shed.
No, it's like because you've met Paul. Paul's quite tall.
Yeah. On a scale of trowel to rake, he's approximately
a backhoe.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
I've got that clip as well.
I don't know if have you now? God, I don't know if you see. We got a new follower on the 50-Foot Nerds account today. That's Kat. That's Paul's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She doesn't tweet. She just follows people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got. Where have I put it?
Put what? Your backhoe?
No.
In the shower fridge.
Yeah, probably. It's called Onesie. I thought I'd called it Yoshi, the clip.
Oh.
I've also got My Two Dads. My Two Dads 2.
Please tell me you've got the theme tune, My Two Dads featuring Bane on there.
Rape Stick. I haven't got that clip yet, I think.
Oh, speaking of Rape Stick, did you get the photo I sent you the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
When you...
I found a
vape
product.
stick.
Yeah, I found a product in Costco called Vape Stick, and I misread it on the box for a moment. I thought, what?
The future is here.
You could do a combo with the t-shirts.
Oh yes, I bought a vape stick from Costco. Did you buy a rape stick? No, I said vape stick. For legal purposes, I must say vape stick. Camp Hitler endorses the vape stick. Vape stick was withdrawn from sale today for their new advertising campaign. Steve, highly offensive.
There's the disclaimer, it says, any raping will be done at the individual's own consent.
Vape stick, you'll love it.
Oh, God.
Why do we always talk about rape?
Oh, that's like horses.
Yeah. That's another clip I have on there for the show as well. Is the one with Stanley going, "Oh boy, I love to rape," and then Joe going, "Do you guys always talk about rape?" And then Mike going, "Recently, yes."
Yeah, because that was like I met you like 4 minutes before, and you were just talking about rape already. I was like, I never mentioned rape, and I've fucking been talking about it for like 50% of the time that I've known these guys.
Well, you've got to laugh. You've got to laugh.
Yeah, that's why that guy who was on
Just people are being raped are like, fuck these guys.
That's what happened.
They don't know what it's like.
That's what happened. That's why it's the controversial pod for Sandy, is when, because we're talking about Doc Brown's rape stick and everything like that. Some guy starts tweeting at us saying, "Hey, it's not funny." And then he Skyped into the 24-hour pod thing after our episode had finished and went, "For someone who was raped and abused as a boy, I found that podcast was morally abhorrent." And we're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean, I squared it off with him in the end, and I just said to him, "Look, we couldn't stop talking about it because it was pre-recorded like a week beforehand." You know.
To be fair, with that, I mean,
it just come out of nowhere, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was, at least with that, it wasn't like the unreleased pod for
the Wayne Foundation that we recorded. We were like, okay, let's not talk about rape in this one because it's quite a serious one. Then
the whole thing was
5 minutes in. 5 minutes in, Shrek's raping Donkey. Oh my god, man! Don't put it in my ass. You're out of ass, Donkey. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now we're
sending that one to Jamie Walton. You know?
Yeah, we're now we've moved on from rape to Hitler.
But we're slowly moving up the course of evil. Next week, Satan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why when I was tweeting Jamie Jamie Dunst, one of the he's one of the people from the Popcast Network. That's why I was asking about our.
Yeah, he let the beans slip there, didn't he?
Oh no, that was done by Nyes on an episode on the first episode of 11th Hour that was on BCM because I was in the chat.
Oh. Right.
And then he goes, "Oh, Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds is also going to be on the network." I'm like, "God damn it!"
Kind of keep that quiet. That's this news we've been teasing for ages because we still can't say anything until the episode is fully edited.
But then also it was Nyes who accidentally accidentally announced that Superfly had a panel at C2E2 before Superfly actually managed to mention it.
So nice.
So I was expecting it. Oh yeah, I'm debating whether to include the clip about the mutated the spazzy chickens.
Oh, spazzy chicken! Oh god.
Oh, I almost burst out laughing at work the other day just because I remembered they won't switch on my lights because I'm already blind. Yeah.
Fuzzy chicken.
Yeah.
I had KFC the other night, actually, funny enough. On Tuesday.
Yeah. But yeah, I was telling Jamie about the
Joe's just like, what the hell, spazzy chicken?
Yeah.
No, I'm just laughing at the word. I've not heard it in years.
Spazzy. I don't even know where it came from.
No.
I know where it came from in the context of the show, but I don't know why we just started calling it spazzy chicken.
You were the one who did. We were calling it strange mutated chicken at first. We were talking about them rolling around.
And it evolved into spazzy chickens.
Devolved into spazzy chickens more.
Yeah. But I was telling
everybody loves the spazzy chicken.
Yeah. That was what half the thing was. We're supposed to be recording clips for Lee to record to, and then we just sat there for 10 minutes going, "Everybody loves this or this."
We were supposed to be on for 10 minutes recording with Lee. I turned up late because I was busy. And then finally, when I get on, we're like, okay, let's go for 10 minutes. 4 hours later, we're recording an episode, a 50-foot commentary for Son of the Mask.
Yes.
Just because we haven't recorded in weeks and we were just like,
yeah, this is how this show works, though.
Oh man, I went off on. I mean, we literally talked about spazzy chicken for, I'm not even kidding, about an hour.
Yeah. It's just because we were like halfway through. We kept trying to. Yeah, we kept. Yes. Well, we kept trying to do the recording properly. We're like, where are we? And you're like, I'm hungry. I was like, got some chicken, and we just burst out laughing again.
Have you had the lines back off Lee yet for that?
No, not yet. He's recording them tonight.
Oh, okay, good.
Sorry about that. I said
Andy's getting kidnapped by bees again.
Oh, god damn it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. They just flew past the microphone, it sounded like.
At least it exploded when you said spazzy chickens and not gay dogging.
Yeah, that's very true.
Goosh.
No, and he always explodes a gay dog and, oh yeah.
Yeah.
In his pants.
Indeed. But,
it was the dog's name. Doggin.
I got a dog.
I've got a spasm.
that's why I'm trying to assemble all the clips for this damn clip show has been so annoying. I mean, for the origins of Hey Raj, I've got a dog. I had to actually open my archives of our recorded calls and search through those. Because we never actually put the origin for that in a show.
We just started one day saying, "Hey Raj, I've got a dog, Raj."
No, it was in the pre-show before.
No, it's in the pre-show, like
we talked, but yeah, on the actual podcast, it was just because it got to me introducing myself, and I was like, "Hey Raj, I've got a dog, Raj." Just because of what we were talking about, and we were just like, "No one's gonna get it." Never mind.
Tell you what, listening back to 24, it is a hell of a funny episode, man. I've been laughing my head off when I was listening back to that.
Yeah.
Oh god, I didn't realise how good that one was. Yeah, this other podcast, Two Funny Girls, the one that we both guested on. I've been on it twice, Andy's been on it once, with me. And, this girl, Libby, had to sack her co-host, because she was rubbish, basically. And wouldn't do any work or anything like that. She's like, yeah, we've got to have the episode up on Saturday. Oh, well, I haven't edited it yet. And she was I recorded the theme tune for them and everything. I did the all this kind of stuff. And
our not having edited,
yeah.
We've got the excuse of we've got that many sounders and that many things to add.
Exactly.
Whereas apparently they just it was like stick intro on, upload. That was it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is she wasn't even doing that. It's like I decided, I'll just listen to one episode. So I just grabbed a random episode, and the intro I recorded wasn't on it. So I tweeted Libby and said, "Oh, you're not using my intro anymore." Fair enough. And she went, "Yeah, we are." I was like, "Oh, right," because I had to listen. And I listened to a couple of others, and it wasn't on there. And she was like, "Oh." So she spoke to Leisha, and Leisha was like, "Oh yeah, I just haven't bothered putting it on." So what's the freaking hell point in having the intro if you're not going to use it?
But the thing is, like, when you got a podcast, you're asking people to listen to something, so you got to make it as interesting as possible.
Yeah, you got to hook them in.
If you can't be asked. No, but if you can't be asked putting the effort in, no, Andy, you do. I'm like, I try to be as productive as possible, and I don't do fucking half as much as you do. I'm really impressed by like the amount of work that you put in on this and everything else you do.
Oh, he does 1,012 things as Andy.
Yeah.
Only problem is I only finish half of them.
Yeah.
I'm still working on like 4 separate things.
And I'm just writing all the time. That's my thing.
But at least it's about doing something. That's the way that you've got to be. You can't fucking sat in front of the telly every night doing fuck all.
See, no. Andy gets up and does things, whereas I just sit here and write things out and plan things and stuff, and just in case they ever happen.
Well, planning's half the job.
Yeah. Thanks, G.I. Joe.
No, you know. Good Joe.
Now we know. And knowing's half the battle, and planning's the other half.
G.I. Jose.
Hey man, now you know.
I actually introduced myself as Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people don't really understand the name Joseph because they don't have any knowledge of English. So I just introduced myself as Jose. Save any fucking.
You should just refer to yourself as Memum, and then they'd be like, "What?" You'd be like,
"Senor Cojones."
It's one of my Twitter accounts.
Oh God. No.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. That's why I
figure out what I'm gonna do with that other account. That's Stephen Meme Dave. I still need to figure out what I'm doing with that.
Oh, is that
was your gift, Rick?
I assumed it must have been.
Yeah, that was me. I put that together.
Yeah, you didn't say I made this account. I bet that's that fucking trick, mate.
I just got followed by it one day. It's like, what's this? And I opened it, and it just had a picture of everyone with Brian Johnson's face on or something. It's just all puppets or something.
It's the puppets, and they've all got Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
Stephen Meme Dave.
What the heck was that about?
Yeah. And do you know what the profile picture is? The
Go on.
bucket. That's a bucket of vomit. Because when I was ill the other week and I was just vomiting like just nobody's business. Literally, that's everything that came out of my body one Friday, like for 12 hours straight.
Oh yeah.
From your vomit and completely straight, just orange bile in a bucket. So I took a photo and it was like, fucking that'll do. So yeah, so Stephen me, Dave.
What, you basically looked at the bucket and went, yeah, that'll do.
That's it, yeah. I went to the Stanley School of choosing pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just, like, new Twitter follower, meme them.
Yeah. That's the,
Oh yeah, whatever happened to 50-foot memes?
Oh yeah, that should change. Stephen Meme Dave, shouldn't it? The 50-foot memes. Well, no, you've done a few 50-foot memes. Every now and again, one will sneak its way in.
I'll try to do some if I think of any while I'm doing some. The problem is I've done so many now. I'm trying to not to run out of ideas.
Yeah. It's obviously it's hard. There's so many to choose from.
Yeah.
Scott's Low Show.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I mean that's the good thing about Thanos these days. Always a new episode to make a meme from. So.
Yep. Well, that's it, because there's like new material. I can draw from that and think of a couple of ideas. But like I used to do like 40 a night, and when I first started. But then like as
oh, hello, Joe.
Joe.
Oh, Joe's been kidnapped by bees.
Apparently so.
Or mimes, because there's no sound on his end.
He's been kidnapped by pipes. All we'll hear is ragtime piano music in a minute.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtag.
Oh, God.
I'm back.
He's back.
Oh, what happened there?
For the mimes.
It's the connection goes cuts
Mime
off
him,
sometimes.
Steve Days.
Can I call you back a sec? The quality's gone really bad. Be back in a sec, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I still need to use the clip of you talking about like our guests, because I actually quoted that.
Hello. Oh, no, you've been kidnapped by bees again. First you were in a wind tunnel, and then you got kidnapped by bees. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Would you like to come over here today and punch me in the penis? Yay. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my dollar slut. Come over here, bend ass over, I'll fuck you in the butt. Oh, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, someone else. I'm gonna take your tits off and put them on my shelf. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, so you can hear me?
Yeah, I can, yes.
I'm wondering if maybe it's my my microphone cable then.
Yeah, I think it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because looking at my signal, the signal's fine.
Hmm.
So, and that would explain why when we were trying to record the other thing, it kept going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, as I was saying, then in that case, that means me disappearing. It won't have me going, I'm here, dude. What are you on about?
Yeah.
It'll just have so it will have the bees.
Ah, the bees. Can you add Joe back in? Because I can't add him in.
Yeah, he just tried calling me for some reason.
Yeah, he tried calling me, and I'm trying to add him to the call, but he doesn't seem to be answering.
Add to call. There we go.
Oh, there he is. He seems to be. Hello.
Hello, thank you. Sorry, I don't know how to.
No, we have to add you in.
Yeah.
We have to add you into the call.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better now anyway, the quality. I could hardly hear when it reconnected before.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I shall to mime him, Steve Dave. So,
Yeah.
as opposed to you being in Chile, the other option would have been mining. Steve Dave. Yes.
But, yeah, I was, Mike, I quote, on Twitter I quoted to someone what you said about our guests. It's
our
like
random
most
selected guests.
Yeah, most people, it's like, oh, friend of the show, or like, oh, here's someone relevant to our interests. Whereas with us, it's like, here's a porn star, here's a random musician, here's Andy's ex-wife.
There's a guy who makes Tell Him Steve Dave memes.
Yeah. Here's the dude who was the cameraman for the video of the three nerds together.
Yeah, God, yeah. We had someone, didn't we? I forgot about that.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
It's this annoying American bitch.
It was, I didn't realise until the end of...
Oh, shit.
Like, what?
No, go on, I completely forgot I bought something before, hold on. No, go on, keep talking.
Yeah.
Hold on, the opposite of hold on. Keep going.
No, I'm trying to remember all the guests we've had. Who was the first guest we had?
I believe it was DeMonica.
Was it?
I think so. Or was it?
No, the first guest on anything
first, yeah, it was what's his face? Daniel, yes, for the Iron Man commentary.
Yes.
No, it wasn't Iron Man, was it?
Yeah, it was Iron Man. Remember, you were like, because
I thought it was a.
No, it was the Iron Man commentary because we were talking about the, like how the.
We were going to do the Paul Verhoeven trilogy, weren't we? We were going to do RoboCop, RoboCop, Total Recall, and
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Well, we haven't done any of them, so it must have been one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was Iron Man. He turned up because we were talking about how we were calling the arc reactor thing in Tony Stark's chest the I Heart, and you were like, what would they call it? The art, like an Apple version of an eye, because they couldn't. Because you were talking about the testicle being an eyeball, and then you were like, well, what would they call the eye? And then I said, eyesight. And then you and Daniel both went,
File. No, well, speaking of eye, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just remember.
You accused me of sitting on Daniel's lap the entire time because you could just hear us echoing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I bought before. I bought an iPad before.
Ooh!
Yeah. Decided to break out the credit card and put it to some use. So, I bought myself a nice
I can't fucking live without mine.
I know, well, that's it. It's like, well, if I can't live without my phone, so I can only imagine what the iPad must be like now. You know?
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
It's like an iPhone 5, but bigger!
But bigger! It's like an iPad mini, but bigger, I think you'll find. Ooh, there it is. That's swish. Ooh.
Yeah. I was telling Jamie on Twitter as well about the whole. Do you remember how the whole burning an effigy of Colonel Sanders in front of the White House came about? Because I cannot for the life of me remember how we got there.
I think it's to do with like trying to think of the most racist things ever.
God knows.
Because I remember we were saying about what was it, fried chicken and grape juice or something like
that. Yeah, that's why he said he's probably going to like our show, because I said you can tell the tone of our jokes when one of our episodes is called We Put the Holler in Holocaust.
Yeah. I know, I remember, oh god, it's one of these ones with the new cable, the new lightning cable. I like it, it's tiny. Yeah, no, because I remember after we recorded that episode, I sent you, I was in Asda, and I sent you a photo of some grape juice that I found in one of the aisles.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Justin, from Popcorn. Do you still want to do a Popcorn crossover as well?
Yeah, I thought we were going to do Rubber.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched it yet.
Oh right, cool. We'll have to arrange a point when we can do that.
Yeah,
I was talking to Justin, and because he wants me to take some jelly babies over for him.
Okay.
Who
Let
did
me
he
get
say?
the schedule up. I'll tell you when I'm working next week. Go on, keep on.
I'm trying to remember who he asked me to bring over as well, the British hotties. Oh, there we go.
Me.
Jenna Louise Coleman, or...
She's already there.
Yeah, me.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Or Camilla Luddington.
Who freaking hell's that?
Apparently some lass who's in Grey's Anatomy, and apparently got.
Well, she'll already be there then as well, won't she?
No, she's her most recent casting thing is to play that newfangled woman that Prince William's
woman.
That Prince William got married to. I've forgotten the name now.
Oh, Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's calling them hotties, and I said, well, I'll see which one of them gets trapped in my shower fridge. So he responds with dark, and I said, only if I don't open the door.
Don't trap the future Queen of England in the shower fridge, Andy, for God's sakes.
They got a black glass cabinet trapped in them.
Right, this is what I'm working. I'm working tomorrow 7 till 7 a.m. 7 p.m. Saturday 7 a.m. 7 p.m. Sunday I'm off all day. Monday I'm on 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 till 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'm off all of Tuesday. Wednesday I'm working 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thursday I'm working 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Friday I'm working 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday I'm off all day, and that's the following Sunday at 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So I'm going to be earning a lot of money. Yes.
Apparently so.
Yes. Which is nice for me.
Yeah, you got fucking iPads falling out your ass.
You can buy us one. To share, apparently.
What do you think my name is? Bloody Rich? iPad Rich? To take it back.
How did no one make a Richie Rich joke out of that? Or did they?
Oh.
Calm down, Doug.
I love the instruction booklet you get with this. It's a little tiny piece of cardboard that just says, this is the on and off button.
Plug it in.
And that's it, pretty much. Welcome to iPad. To start, turn on your iPad. That's it.
Is that all it says?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Learn more, go to apple.com/iPad.
Well, I would, but that's what I'm trying to use the iPad for.
There's an app that you can get, and it tells you how you can get like the best out of it, like stuff that like how to activate stuff and like shortcuts and stuff like that. And I found out all like how to use mine from that. That was really useful, yeah, because you don't get fuck all with it.
No, there's literally nothing. I mean, it's a big old box, and literally you get this thing that's the iPad's not the biggest thing in the world, but you get that. You get this little. I'm not even funny. This is like the tiniest piece of paper I've ever seen in my life. So you get some stickers of the Apple logo, and you get information, like the warranty thing on it. Right. That's it. That is it, and the plug. And that's it. That's everything that's in the box. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. The box doesn't need to be this big. It always reminds me of when Xbox first came out, and I always reminded of the story of the people who went on eBay because they were desperate for an Xbox, and they bid on something, and the listing said Xbox box. and he'd pay like £600 for it, and because they hadn't actually read the listing properly, they thought they were bidding on an Xbox, but no, they were actually bidding on an Xbox box. Yeah. So it gets sent to them being an empty box, and they're like, "Where's the Xbox?" They're like, "You didn't bid on an Xbox." So £600 for a cardboard box.
I'd be fucking fuming.
Tell me about it, man. I mean, it's a funny scam, but... Yeah, exactly.
That happened to me recently.
Oh, God.
Oh, of course, yes.
With your PlayStation?
Yeah. Previously on the 50-foot nerds. Andy learns to read.
Blu-ray Andy.
Blu-ray!
Oh, Mike, did you get my response to your thing where you're like, If
Yes.
you opened a video shop, what would you call it? And I said Blu-rays.
Yes, and that is going to be the name of it. Secret
Shall it?
Projects. Yeah, may as well.
We shall cut this out in the edit if I remember.
Yeah, because you keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these divulging, secret sexploits of mine.
Because I just keep forgetting to edit
And
this
I keep
out.
saying, cut
Did you
this out,
notice-
okay.
Did you notice, though, in that episode, there was a bit I talked about that I remembered to edit out, but I forgot to edit yours?
And that's it. Yeah.
I've only flirted with co-workers, and then that in a joking sense.
Hello, Brian.
No, that's the advantage of my workplace. Like, I work there, and then there's a guy called Chris who works there.
Oh, yeah.
And apart from that,
Wiping bums.
no, because Chris is the
Gonna
handyman.
get together and have some fun.
No.
Slap my bum. Oh, well, as soon as you asked.
Andy, have you seen me teeth? Sorry, leave my mouth.
Doesn't that guy call me Keith?
Keith, me teeth. No matter about your teeth. Oh, yeah. Wipe my bum with your cock.
Do you know the works of Isambard Kingdom but hell?
Ooh, I love your sexy talk.
Hey, fucking Neil G. I said I was listening back. I said about in one of the episodes I said about there was a woman at work who kept pulling my beard, and on Twitter I was like, the funny thing about that, she's dead now. And then Neil G's like, are you still carrying her around in your beard? I was like, what? I was like, I wondered what that was.
What's this corpse just hanging off your beard?
Yeah. Did you not notice it when we filmed the music video?
I can't say I spotted it now. No.
No.
There was a gnome. There was Swag the Hip Hop Gnome.
Oh yeah, I went into Asda today and I saw more Swag the Hip Hop. I almost took a bit. I wanted to get his. He had a companion there as well who, there was the other gnome. I've forgotten.
Yeah.
We
were going to get the other gnome first, weren't we?
No, we were going to get. There was a different gnome, but
That's
a
what I'm saying,
different
it was
set of gnomes.
Yeah.
There was a different design, but I mean, in Asda today, I saw the same design, so it was
right.
basically like.
I think there was one in the blue
Swag's brother.
shirt, wasn't there? Yeah.
What
What's Swag's brother be called?
YOLO.
YOLO.
It sounds like a Swedish name. My name is YOLO. This is my brother Spag. Hi. It's the hip hop norm.
I'm just a gnome of doing stupid things.
Yeah, that's the sequel to Troll Hunter. It's the hip hop gnomes.
Yeah.
Starring Warwick Davis.
Oh my god.
Hello, you're listening to Attack of the 50 Foot. What? I'm not doing that movie. Next week on Mad Eye Movies.
YOLO.
Oh god.
You're going to be getting an email like, don't use that fucking clip I recorded for you, pricks.
Yeah, it's not
He played the leprechaun. We'll just get Declan and Quinn to pretend to be him instead. Hello, this is Warwick Davis. Hello.
No, but he'll give it away because he'll be like, I'm Warwick Davis and oh, me creaky knees.
Oh, I've got creaky, tiny, midget knees.
How do anyone listen? How does anyone listen to our show because we offended that many of them?
Fuck 'em.
We don't need listeners.
But that was the thing. I remember hearing recently somebody saying on a podcast that I can't remember who it was, but they were saying like, if you're offended by this stuff, don't fucking listen. We don't want you to listen.
Yeah.
Sounds like
So-
it sounds like Tom.
Right. Yeah.
That's the mentality I figured that we were having anyway. Though Mike seems to think there's the limit when I keep suggesting doing a commentary for Schindler's List. But we've already proved we can make that funny.
Yeah, but not for 2.5 hours.
We can try.
It's going to be 2 hours. It's going to be an hour and 15 minutes of Goebbels jokes and an hour and 15 minutes of Liam Neeson's cock jokes.
Probably. We should.
Liam Neeson's cock is so big the Jews rode it thinking it was a train. Welcome to Auschwitz. Oh, God.
Welcome to Auschwitz.
Oh, God, it's a musical number now.
Yeah.
Screams over Hitler.
And hello and welcome to this week's edition of Hello to Auschwitz.
My name is Schindler. This is my list now. Let's all go save the Jews. Have you met my good friend Himmler? He's over there making shoes out of people.
And this film, Himmler.
That's Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
And Louis Armstrong as Adolf Hitler.
I've just got back from my audiobook recording of Lord of the Rings. In the Black Street.
Oh, God, I forgot all about that. Did we record that?
No, we didn't record it.
No, we didn't.
Because the camera ran out.
We were in the car.
Yeah, we were just sat in the car and just going, oh, we'll just make shit up to just for a laugh. So we're sat there in the car going, and then Frodo decided to take the ring to
A long time ago, some crazy-ass cracker decided to make 7 rings for men, 5 rings for dwarves, and 3 for elves, and he kept 1 for himself, because he's a bit of a bitch like that. He called it the One Ring, to rule them all. And then this dude came along, y'all, sliced off your finger, bitch. Took the ring. And then like Agent Smith, the Matrix, is like, throw it in the fire, motherfucker. And he's all like, no. And he's like, damn it, cracker. And then some crazy-ass sucker shoots him with arrows, and he drops that ring into the river. And then Andy Serkis comes along and puts it on. And then he's like, this ring's gonna be my precious. I'll live in Dave. Gollum.
Yeah.
But the ring betrayed Gollum.
Yeah, but the thing is, we were doing this without recording anything. We were just sat there doing this in the car for about half an hour.
Did the entire Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, God.
No,
So then they get to Rivendell, and all these crackers are like, I want to take this ring to Mordor. And this elf dude's like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it with me, and then I'm going to be a pirate in the Caribbean. And then this little dwarf dude who used to be on sliders is all like, I'm going to smash you with my axe. And he tried, but he couldn't.
Yeah. I thought we managed to get to Helm's Deep.
No, we got the whole way, because we were saying about
and then Sean Bean gets all shot by these arrows.
No, I mean, I thought we finished Fellowship of the Ring and we got like halfway through Two Towers. Or did we just do Fellowship?
You actually like,
Next time on Blaxploitation Movies, Lord of the Two Towers, where trees go talking.
Yeah, but we also did one thing I remembered the other day that we were talking about that we didn't record was that whole thing about fucking Mad-Eye Moody going back, getting annoyed with kids, and then going, he's like, you're a bastard, and they're like, no, we're not, and then he just goes, excuse me, goes back in time and divorces it. Divorcicus!
so that
Just for all the kids
children
born.
are
And you just stand in the corner of the room until Elaine is finished and be like, congratulations, it's a bastard, and then just go disappear again.
He's got that little clock thing that Hermione has in the third one. I'm going to go back in time and unmake your parents.
But that's how he made the spicy chickens, though. He didn't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg.
That's right. No, the answer to that is which one came first was the cock.
No, wasn't the answer the one? wasn't the answer that we came up with. You were like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Neither. It was Phil. It's a monkey.
Phil Collins. Oh, I love you.
Yeah.
What was the ominous tone then?
Dun dun dun.
Joe's just.
I think it was me. I was moving my guitar on the other side of the.
I was going to say, I think Bane came and kidnapped.
Which one came first?
It was the chicken.
Oh.
Next time on X Factor.
Yeah.
Which coat will come first?
Chicken or the egg? Olimars or a pigeon?
Nice bets now. Dun, dun.
Ronald McDonald, a captain's bucket. Spazzy chicken.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. That's my thing.
See chicken.
No, it isn't.
Oh god, it's all good fun.
Didn't we have a theme for this originally?
Theme for what? Oh yeah, we were supposed to be doing a music-based episode.
Fuck it.
About as musical as we got was with Iggle Piggle.
Yeah. Oh fuck it.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Is there an HMV still in Liverpool, Mike?
One,
Do you
just about, yeah. There's the one in Liverpool one, still there.
And where do you, Andy?
Sheffield.
All right, have you got one? Or is it gone?
They've barely got a field in Sheffield, mate.
That's false advertising. It should be called Chef.
It's just full
The
of
Lenny Henry sitcom from the early 90s.
South Park.
Yeah, it's just full of restaurants.
Oh there, children. Do you know how much a house costs in Sheffield? I need about $3.50.
God dang it! I'm Louis Armstrong and I'm playing the chef.
Well, it was about this time I realized the man who was trying to buy my house wasn't a man at all. It was the goddamn London Wonder. I said, God damn it, London Wonder, you don't come around here, don't know Sheffield and buy houses. Well, there, children.
Sorry, Andy. So is the HMV in Sheffield?
Yeah.
No, so there's an H. There's no M or V. There's an S, there's an I, there's an E.
Sheffield or Sheffield.
Depends how turned on you are by Sheffield, really, isn't it? Sheffield. Sheffield.
Oh, I thought you meant more like Sheffield.
That's why you got a goosh on the sound.
Yeah.
I just love Sheffield.
Yarg.
Yarg. Yeah. Oh, what was the whole thing about, like,
Did I tell...
like Ivan Drago was going to break the podcast or something earlier today?
Oh, that was...
Yeah.
That was... I was talking to Jamie because he said...
yeah.
Because he said he thought this podcast was going to make it... break him from laughing so hard, and you said there should be a Rocky... whatever.
Rocky 4 reference, yeah.
I will break you.
There, and then you put, and then
Yeah.
I replied with the hashtag, for kids.
No, the was me Sylvester Stallone, yeah.
Oh, you know.
I
That's what
guess,
that is. Yeah.
but I just thought it'd be fun to add, for kids.
And that's what I was saying about, like, have I ever done the Arnold Schwarzenegger Sylvester Stallone conversation? Because I do this with me just to make them laugh. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone sitting around coming up with the idea for Planet Hollywood. And it's like,
hamburgers, you know. Coke float. The Planet Hollywood.
Okay.
And that's how it was born. It's just in the back, just going. Ugh.
Is he just stepped on a rake?
Yeah. Bitch Willis.
Alan Dickman.
Aaron Dickman.
That's one thing we've not. I don't think we've had a. Well, we got close to having a whiny bitch with Kin. Oh God, what's the name?
I don't know.
The other day, the whiny bitch, which was
The mask.
No, not the mask. It was.
I don't remember what we did on the last episode. But it was that long ago we recorded it.
Yeah, no.
Let's see. Trying to think who we had. Let's see. We had Mark Millar, but he's not so much a whiny bitch. More that everything's great.
No, it wasn't Mark Millar. We were joking about that person when Suzanne was like, "Oh, everyone should go and listen to this podcast," and that person.
Oh, God, yeah. What the bloody hell was he called? What was it? It's some TESD something. TASD junkie.
That's it.
Yeah.
What happened? What did he say?
Oh, we got bitched out by TESD junkie. Didn't like the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't. There's too many sounders. I can't understand their accents.
Isn't it a girl?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I was going to tell you the other day
that.
that I remember because they were talking about it in the Zero episode. On.
If anyone's going to know about the Zero episode, it's our man here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
driven slightly insane by that episode.
Yeah. No, on the one where they attempted to record one, the one where they at the end they were like, "Get to that special, Declan."
Yeah.
In that they mentioned TSD Junkie and they were like, "Oh, I think she's a random chick." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, it's a girl." This was after we'd been going. A certain someone who doesn't like our show. This was after we'd recorded that.
Oh God. Oh, I don't care.
No, we were just like, because we were trying to figure it out. We're like, which show could it be? And you were like, well, the only one it could logically be with, there's too many sounders, was Space Thunder Kids, because you layered G.I. Joe under every single time we said.
Yeah. Space Thunder Kids.
Flying through space, can he kick you in your shins?
On this episode of Space Thunder Kids meet Jimi Hendrix.
But I enjoyed them sounders.
I did. That's what I did.
Yeah, I thought there should have been more.
Oh God.
What's it? Just the whole episode, whenever we're talking, it just keeps going, G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe.
Well, that might be a bit difficult, but I genuinely did enjoy that episode.
I love that one. I enjoyed that one. The fact that we had the little PSA spot at the end with our Lisi on as well, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. That was good, though. Yeah, we're going to do some more of them in the future, some more little bits and bobs. Oh, yeah, because I was halfway...
Ghost Talk episode 2.
I know. Because you took forever to do the bloody bass, that's why.
I can actually get a proper recording of that as well as a proper bass line now, though.
Dude, we recorded the first one a year ago. Near enough, yeah.
Good Christ.
Yeah.
I did realise something that might foil...
We're coming up on a year of doing this show, you know.
Good Christ.
Yeah, because we recorded around Easter last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I realised something the other day that might affect the recording because my Dr. Space Cube voice sounds... Oh no, it does sound slightly different to Marmalade!
Don't worry.
It does sound slightly similar, it's just that Dr. Space Cube is slightly more tame.
It's never stopped us before.
That's a bad point. Why do you sound like me? I don't know. Stop taking my marmalade.
Hey everybody, just calm down.
What are you doing here?
I'm the comics overlord.
Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, did I tell you that the other day at work I spent half of the shift talking as Sean Connery?
Oh, just to confuse the R ones.
No, it was the staff. Whenever the one a certain
my bum.
staff
No,
was,
I've got sexy hands. They can't go anywhere near your ass. Now tell me about the works of Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
no, whenever there was a certain member of staff that she said, "Oh, it's me who's on. It's driving you mental." And I was like, "No, I was mental before." And she's like, "How do you know?" And I said, then I said because
everybody Oh, what? You said what?
Oh.
I said because
I was kidnapped by bees.
oh, for God's sake! Hold on.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with him, you know, he's been kidnapped by fucking bees every 5 minutes.
I thought he said he was talking like Sean Connery as like a precursor to giving it a slap.
But Bob slap on his sexy hands.
Hello.
Hello.
Back.
Oh, she should have done that, man, that would have been brilliant.
You were giving some
yo! I'm going to punch you with my sexy fist right in your face.
I almost did say that though. No, she was like, how do you know you were crazy before being on being stuck on so many shifts with me? And I said, because I've got to the point I start talking to myself in the voice of Sean Connery. And she goes, what? So then I spent the rest of the shift talking to her like, oh yes, you! Go do this!
She would have told you about the time you sat in your car and you would have talked to the voice in your head about what you wanted to play in the swings.
Swings. Oh yeah, that's one thing in the clip show. I've got a reference to that, but not the actual clip of I want explaining it. So people will be like, "What?" Just to throw in extra curveballs. It's like I haven't. I've got a clip referencing. Yeah, we're gonna get these monkeys, but I haven't got the original clip.
Funny enough, I was telling Paul and work about that today. I was telling him about because we were talking about the show and saying about the various different bits and bobs and that. Because I played him the Warwick Davis, which meant I had to explain about the show. And I was saying about at the Any Other Business section, and I told him about the monkeys and that. And he was just like, this show sounds bonkers. I was like, it is. It really, really is. Oh, man. Oh, I love it, though. I wouldn't have it.
Such a rigid structure. We talk about the weirdest things. It's like, this section is this section is this section is this, and somehow out of that we've still spawned Daniel Craig being a marmalade overlord.
Yeah. And what was it? We
school fucking children.
Well, listening back to episode, what was it? The Trannies on again. It was we sang a whole version of the Candyman can from bloody Charlie and the Chocolate Factory about the Candyman that's only Todd Horror character. Who can cut your teeth out? Stab you in the face. You know, it's just we do the strangest things.
Yep.
I do like our musical interludes that we do though on the show.
Yeah, they are fun.
Yeah. What was the one we did? Oh God, while we were talking about Spicy Chicken, we did that. I mean, literally, that would be.
Yeah, that's what I said. The first 15 minutes of that call, we were like,
we just
I called you back and said, right, this is the new call, so we know where the file is for sending to Lee. Okay, shall we record? Yeah. Everybody loves raping a monkey. That was just it for like 15 minutes. Just singing various bits. No, it was like, no, what wasn't it? Everybody loves a midget bistro. It was something about midget bistros. No, it was like, that was it. It was like, midget bistro.
Warwick Davis has contacted his solicitor.
Really small man. He is running this bistro and all of this. Look, there's a midget. He's serving pie, and there is another one. He's serving cake. And
Warwick Davis is like, I'm not authorising you to use that clip. Fucking, you only talk about rape and fucking midgets, or a grisly combination of the two.
Midget rape.
Space midget rape.
50-foot nerds, midget rape. Use 11.
Someone doesn't like that.
Yes, somewhere a child is crying at the thought of Warwick Davis being raped in a bistro.
Oh shit.
Welcome to my rape bistro. What's on the menu? Rape edition. Which one can I put in my mouth? One, your cock. The game should have been called which of these have been forced in my mouth?
I just had a mouthful of pudding and almost vomited all over my plate next to you. I was halfway through swallowing and you were like, welcome to my rape bistro.
Everybody loves rape at a midget instead of a bistro.
I thought you were just going to say everyone loves raping a bistro, and I just imagined this guy sticking his dick in the letterbox being like, oh, yeah.
Everybody loves
bistro
rape at a
can't consent.
Because it's not quite a restaurant and not quite a drive-through. Bring your own wine and let's have a party.
Oh, Mike, did I tell you, the file that I sent to Lee...
Oh, teasy.
Oh, hell, I didn't leave that bit in. I know I left on, when I sent the file I sent to Lee, instead of it just being, right, this is what we want you to record, and these are the lines to record to, the first 7 minutes of the file is us talking about Spazzy Chicken.
Yeah.
But for a second there, I thought I'd left the whole thing about singing about midget bistros on there.
I have no recollection of midget bistros until now, but god damn it, it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, god.
That was all that the beginning of that conversation was. It was just...
Someone get in touch with True TV. We found the true successor to Hot Dog Thing.
Midget bistro.
Midget bistro. It's like Cake Boss, except shorter.
It's like fat towing, but it's a midget's a bistro.
It's like fat towing if fat towing was a midget in a bistro. It was some Spaz
That
Chicken.
just reminds me of when we went to see Space Monkeys in Manchester.
Yeah.
Someone asked about fat towing, and then Q was like, "It's not actually called fat towing."
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? When they eventually release that Manchester show, you're gonna have so many memes about Andy and Sleep Creeping.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And murder.
Andy is gonna be a meme. Andy a meme, Dave. His name is Steve.
He's down to clown.
Do you know what? I was looking for pictures of gangsters so I could do a his name is the Steve joke. So I could tie it into 50 Foot Nerds as well.
Nice.
Yeah. I love the fact that Neil G was just like, I was just literally laughed so hard at that, it's not even funny. Oh god. So, music.
Yeah, it's pretty much fucked.
Credits.
Yeah, so music's fucked. By HMB, credits.
Yes.
No, the credits should just be just. So, music, silence, us laughing, credits.
Oh god. This episode of Beyond the 50 Foot Nerds has been brought to you by the Podcast Network and Midget Bistros. If you like midgets and bistros, go to a midget bistro.
So says Warwick Davis.
But don't get raped. Whatever you do,
Especially if you're a 15-year-old midget.
Don't drink anything with a fizzing tablet at the bottom. Oh, Tom.
And beware anyone that looks remotely like Gary Oldman.
What? Oh, because he's
Gary Oldman, midgets, keep up!
I do beg your pardon, bats! Don't know why I turned into the Joker. Oh, man.
Do you reckon Paddington Bear was a midget?
One midget in a bear suit.
No, it's just like
It was a midget Daniel Craig in a bear suit.
Day 43 and no one suspected me of stealing all their marmalade.
They will willingly give it me in sandwiches. It's great.
I love Peru and they left me marmalade.
Everybody loves Paddington Bear because he takes marmalade and puts it over there. And he's got a suitcase and a Mac and a hat. And he's a bear as well.
The thing that always captivates me about Paddington Bear is that he arrived from Peru.
Yeah.
But arrived in Paddington Station. Now, I never fucking saw no train which left Paddington Station which went to Peru. Because I could easily fucking take that to get home.
Well, you know, I've never seen the Hogwarts Express either, but there you are.
Ah, you've not lived.
It's called fiction, Joe, keep up. I know they don't have much in the way of fiction out there in Chile.
No, they don't have.
I still say it's
grim,
weird.
harsh reality of life and UFOs.
Dead prawns.
Dead prawns.
And people seeing using the power of their eyes.
The power of their eyes, yeah.
That actually made me laugh when I listened to it recently, and it's like, have you actually seen a UFO? And I'm like, no.
You're like, oh yeah, there's all these UFOs in Chile. Well, on YouTube.
Yeah, but that comes from I've had that many conversations with people who claim to have seen them when they're going through the desert. You know, so I just take it as like...
Speaking to the Chilean Rob Bruce.
Yeah.
It flew over me head at 4 o'clock in the morning and no one else was awake.
Well, did you see the video that I put up a couple of weeks ago?
No.
I put a music...
in a UFO.
No. I put a music video up
out the window. Hello!
No, I put a music video up a couple of weeks ago.
I found him in a bistro. Everybody loves an alien in bistros.
I put a music video up a couple of weeks ago, and I basically shot all the footage like going through the desert. And when I got back to my in-laws that night, I put it all together. But that place, I went through in a day, but when you go through in a night, it's fucking amazing because it's just there's no pollution. So there's I think fucking hell, what is it? I think the University of Sheffield has got an observatory out here because it's so clear the night you can just fucking see everything for miles.
Let's face it, there's nothing to look at in Sheffield.
There's nothing.
Really.
No, they took away the HMV.
No.
It's called Sheffield.
Sheffield.
No, but Sheffield is a fucking huge musical city, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, fucking loads of bands come from Sheffield.
The Arctic Monkeys.
Nah, I mean, I don't.
Who else?
Yeah.
Def Leppard.
Pulp.
Three bands have come from Sheffield.
Yeah, okay, give me a second.
Hold on. List of musicians from Sheffield. To Wikipedia.
Yeah.
65 Days of Static, ABC, Ace, After Hours, All Seeing Eye, Arctic Monkeys, Archery, Acrobats of Desire. Balsagoth, obviously. Baby Bird, Derek Bailey.
Baby
Dave
Bird,
Berry.
gorgeous.
Blameless. Bring Me the Horizon are apparently from Sheffield. Bromance Jacket. Cabaret Voltaire. Paul Carrick. Shaq. Clock DVA. Jarvis Cocker. Joe Cocker. Comsat Angels Crooks. Dead Sons. Def Leppard. Reginald Dixon. The Dylans.
Yes. My favourite of the Dixons.
Mark Gasser. Harrisons. Richard Hawley. Heaven 17. Matt Helders. Hula. The Human League. I Monster. In the Nursery. Oris J. Kartika. Crush. The Last Shadow Puppets. Anne Lee. Letters and Colours. LFO. Little Man Tate. Living in a Box. The Long Blondes.
Little Man Tate's living in a box. Is
Yep.
he down on hard times?
He is.
He should have gone and got a job in the bistro then if he's Little Man.
Yeah. Milbert, the Loco, Mongrel, Monkey Swallows the Universe, which is possibly one of the most awesome band names ever.
Yeah.
Come on, that's not an on-testicular explosion manifesto.
Fair point.
Yeah.
It's not on Evan's
Apparently
basement.
the Mysterons live in Sheffield.
The what?
The Mysterons.
This is the voice of the Mysterons. Can I have 50p for it, boss? Captain Scarlet lives in Sheffield, facing them Mysterons. 50p for the bus, they're all chavs. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yep.
He's indestructible, riding on the Wayfarer.
Kurt Wagner.
Sitting in the back seats, looking out the window, Captain Scarlet. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Who's driving the
Wait,
bus?
what?
Some bloke who's sitting by Captain Scarlet. Do you know his
Oh.
name? Eminem.
Yeah. I'm confused now. It says Kurt Wagner's from Sheffield, but then Kurt
That's
Wagner.
Nightcrawler.
No, not Nightcrawler, the musician.
Oh.
But that's probably where I recognised his name from. Being. But it says he's an
I
American
must have missed that
musician.
from the movies. he's doing it with that German accent, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey mate, I can bump into the next room."
Watch this, Bam.
Magic.
And this, Bam.
Oh,
About this, Bam.
I don't need 50p for it, boss. I can get there like this. Watch, bam.
Bam.
Bam, 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 bam.
Dude,
That
this.
was me. I just went loads of places dead fast.
The only bands I like off that list was the Long Pigs and Pulp.
Balsagoth are awesome.
I don't know nothing by him.
You should listen to Balsagoth. I actually, that's where I record the Thornius EP. I actually recorded that with Chris and Johnny from Balsagoth.
Wow.
Yeah, it was their studio because Scott, our drummer, knows them. So he was like, "Oh, we should just book there because I've recorded there before." So we were like, "All right,
Alright, let's
All right.
go there then.
we'll go there."
Hey, let's
It
go
was
play with
flat caps
Balsagoth.
There's flat caps and pipes and
Whippets.
whippets and tins of peas.
I'm singing a song with Balsagoth in a studio made of tin. I'm gonna go over there and look for peas. Have you seen me looking through the window in a midget fucking bistro?
Joe, that
Looking
rhymes.
at all the small people eating peas. Oh, I'm gonna have a fruit salad. I'll have it with a spoon. I'm gonna take it to my table and eat it really soon. Have you seen me flat cap? I put it on my chair. And some bastard's nicked it off, and he's fucked off over there. Oh, 50p for mush, that's what I need to get me home. I'm trying to find my way back. I'm sitting on a throne, made of peas and cheese and carrots. I've vomited on my seat. Oh, fucking hell. I've got nothing left to eat. 50-foot musical.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is why I'm a better freestyler than Andy.
Yes.
Although he can actually rap. I just kind of make silly rhymes.
You just go, there's... Yeah, but you,
I
after we
just
started
find the
recording,
cadence
you
going.
explained it perfectly. You said, the reason I can't freestyle is because I try too hard. Because you said, like with the speed, because you said you're going, I'm doing this, and then I'm over there, and there is a bus, and there is a chair, and there is a face, and there is my hand, there is a place, and there is some land, etc.
See, you can do it now.
Yeah.
But Andy's like, I'm going to go here,
like,
and I'm looking at my chair, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going over there, because I'm like this, and I'm like that, because I'm rapping fast and very fast. See, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. It's because I'm trying to rap at the speed I normally rap. And I'm like, yeah, I just failed. Whereas Mike's like, hey, look, I'm murdering a bitch, because why not swag?
I've got an itch to drown her in a lake, and I'll drown her in a boat, and I'll go over here and I'll show her to a goat, because I'm looking at this through a window, and I'm trying to say, hey to you, Bill Gates is coming at me fast, and I'm gonna see who's that over there? It's Bill Gates with his hair, and he's looking at me with his glasses and his Microsoft Windows. Oh yes. Oh, Windows is a system that Bill Gates made of cheese. He put it on computers. He stuck it between his knees. Oh, look over there, it's Bill Gates, and not Steve fucking Jobs, because he is dead. Oh, wait, no, that's a loss for everyone who likes Apple and computers and some stuff, because Steve Jobs was innovated, and that's a big word for this kind of rap. Not rhymes with it.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we do.
Yeah.
Like, as Jesse J would say.
Jesse J.
But not on the air anymore.
No. It's alright, you can still wank over Jesse J, you can just pretend she's going through chemo.
Because that makes it so much sexier.
I just love them cancer chicks.
I was about to say, I love the idea that she's gonna die.
She's Professor X-tastic.
That's the only problem. She shaved off her head, but she gained psychic powers.
God.
Oh, Joe, you haven't
Yes?
heard this, but Mike has. I've just put a link in the chat thing.
Okay.
Which
Andy farted into a microphone for 3 minutes.
no. I've got this ongoing, rivalry thing.
I love this.
Yeah. With a guy called Goat on.
Oh, they got man.
Yeah.
Man.
He wears his cape. He goes to the hills and he will rape.
This is the music episode again.
It is.
Well, the musical episode, like.
Yeah, but yeah, I've got this ongoing thing with him, and he's like, where I'm like, oh, you're a Yank, blah de blah, and he's like, oh, whenever you talk, all I hear is fish and chips and Big Ben and all of this. So I decided, and we keep challenging each other to a battle at C2E2, which
Right.
he's apparently. Who did the Redcoats fight? Was it Colonials?
I think it was Captain Caveman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't a clue.
Buck Rogers. Oh.
Fucking Scouse intelligence over here.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
no, what I can't remember.
I'll ask the Americans in work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll ask them, because we've got Americans in our work. We've got the FDA where I am at the moment. But obviously I can't say where I am or what we do there, but yeah. But there are certain
a thing.
Yeah, there are certain rooms in the building where I am where if you walk, I don't have access to them, because if you walk into them you will die.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of place I am at the moment.
Well, it's just like, hello, radiation.
That's it, yeah. I've got a pass that's access all areas apart from 2 specific places in the building, because if you go in there and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to die.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But, yeah, what
But we have American people on site at the moment, as I say, the FDA are in. So I'll ask them. I'll say, hey, who did the Redcoats fight? And they'll be like, who are you? Why are you talking to us? And I'll go, well, you're not having your security passes today. Fuck off. And the place will get shut down and I'll be out of a job.
Yep.
When you were shooting the last video, didn't you have any problems, like, with the location or whatever?
Almost. Andy almost got us arrested.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's some shots in the music video where we're driving past the power plant. And
Right.
I didn't realise what he was doing. I just looked over, because I'm just driving past saying, oh, this is it. I looked over and he's got the video camera pointed at the damn thing. I'm like, what the friggin' hell are you doing? He's like, I'm filming some shots. I was like, why? Okay, yeah, Paul's going to come on in a bit.
I basically, the conversation was,
so-
I'm filming. Why? Why not?
And I said to him, did you realise security guards are trained to look out, especially on a power plant, for someone filming the exterior, like the fence and what have you? You know, see if, because they could be terrorists looking for somewhere to break in, the weakest points and what have you.
I was like, would they?
Yes! It's a power plant. Especially you with your beard. You're not exactly, the most unlooking of Bin Ladens.
What? Yeah, but I also have long hair and very pale skin.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You know what I mean?
What?
You have the beard and the long hair.
I don't have anything.
So did Osama. Yeah, see? Yeah. So, yeah, and you could have been Zombie, because he was pale-skinned. From coming back to the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Zombie was filming in Runcorn. So Zombie 2, back in the habit. So, yeah, so that's so you almost got us bloody arrested for filming it.
No one noticed though. But then we got around it by shooting in front of it, and then and then you were like,
in a field.
But now we're not shooting the thing; it just happens to be there.
Yes, that's right. We were shooting in a football field, which the shot never actually even ended up in the bloody film. No, but the other one, like in the grass and in the trees and stuff, that did, I suppose. So that's good. Yeah, I like that shot because the sunlight comes out from behind the tree as we're shooting it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I like that. That was just that lucky coincidence. That was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when we got to Otterspool, the sun was just going down, so we managed to get a good few shots there.
Yep.
It worked out quite nicely.
And then fucking of what happened to Seth.
Well, we came up with that when we were walking to the car to film the shot where you're upside down.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, because we just decided we just came up with an idea about like what would happen if we just saw a dead body floating in the water.
It was like, because you mentioned Dingles from Emmerdale, and you were talking about Seth Dingle, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he's the one who he just died. He died by drowning in a river. They found him face up in the river, and you were like, what? Without any explanation, just at the beginning of the episode, they just found him face down the river. And what happened to him? I don't know. Oh well, keep going. And that's what. The next thing, what happened to Seth? Oh.
Yeah. That's yeah. And we were just like, we should film that.
So we did.
Yeah, so we did. Yeah.
Oh, we also came up with the title of the making of footage, which we're going to upload. We're going to edit.
Oh, yeah, I'm just massively busy at the moment. I am working on it, but it's just taking a while.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I still need to record some of the extra bits here, because I still haven't got the bloody alternate version, like backing video to play on the telly yet.
Oh yeah.
But
what was it? What is it? It's the I can't even remember what it's called. It's called like AKA Andy and Mike drive around being weird.
Yeah, the title was like Mike and Andy drive around being weird. The making of Red Haze.
Yeah. Yes, because there's a lot of driving around and being weird. But not as much
which is where that whole story about have you heard of the works of Isambard Kingdom Brunel comes in.
Yeah. That's on there, yeah. That's just as we're going over the Runcorn Bridge, isn't it?
Yes, which I actually included that
you
shot.
You did use that shot, yeah.
So I was like, I want another shot like that, but I couldn't find any appropriate in the footage actually made for that purpose. So I was like, I wonder what's in the others. And then I was like, Runcorn Bridge, that'll do.
I love the fact that you were laughing at the way I was standing when I was shooting that shot to be looking all moody and stuff.
Yeah, I've still got that picture on my phone.
He's just taking a mick out of me because I'm kind of like, because I look all like stupid. But you know, it's just the way I have to hold the camera. You know, I should have my other tripod ready for next time we shoot something.
Goose.
Yeah. So we can do some. We can do some different shots. I can actually angle the camera up and down.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and we said we're going to try and do something, at least once a month, didn't we? Try and get together at least once a month to shoot something, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously we're working on this new project with Paul. Ha ha ha. And that came about on Sunday night when I went round to Paul's. We were talking and we just ended up hitting on this idea and we were like, okay, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what we need to do. So, we're going to be doing that as well. Hooray!
Cool.
Yes. So that's going to be a series of shorts and also a...
Is that another Warwick Davis joke?
Maybe we might stick him in it. And
Warwick Davis in shorts.
They'd be just trousers to him.
He's going to be fucking fuming when he hears this.
Oh, God.
Like he'll actually listen.
Well,
we love Warwick Davis. Come on, I mean, who doesn't love Wicket the Ewok? Come on.
Exactly.
Come on. Yeah,
Yub
you
nub.
call me.
I called you a yubna.
Let's see what what else has he been? He's been in freaking everything though. That's the thing. But he was the robot from Lost in Space. He was
Danger, Will Robinson.
No, not Lost in Space. Friggin' Hitchhiker's Guide. He was Marvin in that. Yeah, he was inside the suit of Marvin in the film.
The voice of Alan Rickman.
Yeah, the voice of Alan Rickman and body of Gary Oldman. Yeah, body of Warwick Davis, yeah. Yeah. Voice of Alan Rickman. He's great, isn't he?
Mm.
Yeah. Let's see, what else has he been in? Do you know what? I should just get his IMDb up.
I'm on it now.
Yeah, okay.
Like all the Harry Potters, Narnia.
He's great in that last Harry Potter, or is it the one?
Yes.
Last Harry Potter.
Yeah, the last one. He's
Is it the last one?
Grip Hook and Professor Flitwick.
Yeah, he's all like, Mr. Potter, let's go and rob some stuff in the fucking bank, and I'm gonna punch you in the face, and I hate you, and you look like a fucking mook. Yes, you do! I agree with Grip Hook, Nagini! See, I told you, Mr. Potter. Yeah. Yeah.
He's in Labyrinth as well.
Yeah, he's all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Anytime you need a little guy, you get Warwick Davis. Yeah, let's see.
Or the fella from...
he's sitting next to Watto. He's sitting next to Watto in Phantom Menace as well, isn't he? In fact, right, yeah. He's Greedo. He's Greedo in Phantom Menace.
Greedo's in Phantom Menace?
Yeah, it's a scene that was cut out, but you know the little green dude who hangs around with Anakin when he's a kid? That's Greedo, apparently. And there's a scene that's been cut out where it's on the DVD where him and Anakin are having a fight in the street or something like that, and one of them says to the other one, but you'll come to a bad end one day, Greedo, because Greedo's a bit of a bully.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be in the new Doctor Who. He's going to be in an episode coming up soon. The Sidemen one.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's see.
Where they look at him and go, I don't know how to convert this.
Yeah. He's himself in extras, obviously. He was in Ray.
Blu-ray.
Dr. Terrible's House of Horrible. I love that series. It's a great series.
Seen it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, he was in Gulliver's Travels, wouldn't you know? Fucking, I didn't realise he did 6 Leprechaun movies.
I'm the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun in space, fucking hell.
In the hood.
Yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. I'm just telling Paul to come on Skype.
Okay.
Right, yeah. Oh, he's written some stuff. Let's see what he's written. He wrote Life's Too Short. Well done, yeah. He's one of the writers on it. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't know.
Height 3'6".
That's the same as my dick.
That's a 3'6", not 3 inches. Zing! There we go.
All that you've done is just proven that you've seen my penis.
We've all seen your penis, Andy. We've all seen
I fax it to everyone.
Exactly.
Well, that's one clip that I don't have to put in the first PCN show, because they already know about that.
We all know about your penis, Andy. We all know about your penis. We've seen your penis, we've seen Tom's penis.
Thankfully, not at the same time.
We've seen most of the 50-foot nerds guests have been seen naked, and so has one of the hosts.
Most of the guests?
Well, you saw Zoe naked, I presume.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just mean in general? I thought you meant publicly.
Yeah, Demonica, we've seen her naked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Tom, I've seen him naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, who else?
Yeah,
who else have we had on?
Not Joe.
Oh, Chris, I saw him as a baby. Why can't I have Paul onto the call?
Eh?
I can't have Paul onto the call for some reason.
Probably because I called you, so let me try at him. Auto, call, Paul Griggs.
Hey, Naginis.
Hey, here he is.
Hello.
Hello.
So, am I the man of the moment or what?
You are indeed. Have you spoken to Joe before, Paul?
I haven't. Hello, Joe.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. What do you know?
The more you know with Joe.
And knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe! Anyway.
Hey, Paul, have you seen Mike naked?
No, I have not seen Mike naked, nor has he seen me naked.
But
We've both, however, seen Tom naked.
Yeah, I told you. I told you. Oh, God. He's seen me extremely hungover and throwing up. Oh, no,
Yes.
You haven't seen me throw up. You've heard me throw up, though.
Yes, that wasn't enough.
Yeah. Oh, I was rough as fuck that day.
Oh.
I think I know someone who was rougher as fuck that day. Mentioning no names.
No names mentioned at all whatsoever.
No.
Tom.
No, not Tom. No. Yes, so you,
Yoshi?
what the hell? Hell,
Yeah.
what? How?
Yeah,
Where?
I love that reaction. It's like, that's brilliant! How? Yeah. So, anyway, it was at work. We get a, we have
Hang on, wait, he was at where? He was at your work today.
Yeah, he was at my work that we're not going to mention.
Why wasn't I working there today?
Anyway,
Oh,
basically we have a series of guest speakers throughout the year. Motivational speakers.
I'm here to talk about Brosnamort's army!
Bistros.
Funnily enough, we had Voldemort's brother on last year. My
name is Gary Mort.
We had Sir Ranulph Fiennes there.
His brother.
Sorry?
Not his brother.
Oh, all right. Who am I thinking of then? I don't know. But anyway, we had Sir Ranulph Fiennes in. He was the most famous person we had. Yeah. Anyway, we had him in last year, and he was like the first man. But a couple of weeks ago, it goes round, and they announce, Warwick Davis is coming to town, and it's like, oh, I so know what I'm doing, and I'm so not missing that. But I didn't want to mention it in advance, just in case I couldn't get the recording. But he was
on Sunday as well, you bastard. And you never
I've
mentioned.
kept it secret. Just because this is it. I want genuine reactions from some of the shit I'm going to be pulling on you guys. So,
Goosh.
so there we go, goosh.
What you got away, Paul?
He did about an hour's chat and talked about his stuff. I got a copy of his book. He was signing and that, and I just asked him very nicely, would you please do us a blurb thing, an ident? And he said, yeah. In return, you need to plug something for me, and I just need to get the details off him again of what that thing is we're going to plug.
We've been talking about them a lot on this episode.
You should definitely bury this episode for a couple of weeks at least, just until he listens to it. Because if you listen to what you've been saying, you're going to go apeshit.
Yes.
Have you mentioned yet that this Sunday he's got that documentary that he's done, The Seven Dwarves of Auschwitz?
Yes.
Oh, yes. We covered it.
That doesn't sound promising.
Welcome to Auschwitz.
Everybody loves Gobbles and Gerbils, and Warwick Davis looking for the midgets at Auschwitz.
There he is now. He is in a bistro.
What else? There's a special.
It's like how Paul's like, I have no idea what this is. Moving on.
Special episode of Life's Too Short Easter weekend.
Yeah, same day that Doctor Who's back.
Yes,
Which
exactly.
he will also be appearing in later down the line.
Well, funnily enough, I was talking to his missus about that, and if she hadn't already deleted it off of her phone, she was going to show me a sneak peeky photo of from the episode. But unfortunately, God darn it, it's been deleted. But there we go. Yeah, it was.
So Warwick Davis was a victim of delete.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a funny guy, and really genuine guy as well. It was great fun, and
We were laughing before, thinking about the visual of you, because you're quite tall. And
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, and he's 3.5.
Yeah. We were saying, the visual of you two having a conversation must have been something to behold.
Well, I was sort of just kneeling down at the table that he was sat at, so that we
that's
were
very insensitive. That's very insensitive. I'll come down to you, don't worry.
I think it's more insensitive if you stand right next to him as like faces next to your crotch.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
I've been up to crotch.
Have you mentioned yet his app?
No, not yet. Actually, no.
He has an app
Pocket
called
Warwick.
Pocket
Yeah.
Warwick.
Yeah, it's like a tablet
available available on all generic devices.
Oh, speaking of which, guess what?
What?
Bought an iPad today.
You motherfucker!
So I got invented credit cards, Paul.
Well, yes, admit. So you people like you are keeping me in work, basically.
Exactly. Because Paul invents credit cards.
Yes, I invent credit cards. It's all my fault. Yes,
Yes.
blame the entire economy of this country on me.
Oh, by the way, I'm working your way. I'm on days next Thursday, and I'm working the 31st as well, on days as well. So yeah,
I'm on 9/5s and I think a 10/6 on Sunday. So
it's not this Sunday. It's a week on Sunday.
yes, I'm not in at the weekend, but
okay. And I say next Thursday I'm in 6:30 a.m. 6:30 p.m. So if you're around, come say hello.
Yeah, I will. Of course I will.
All right.
We'll have to arrange, like, the next time we record a proper Attack of the 50 Foot Nerds episode.
Yeah.
Paul will have to be on it.
Yeah, of course I will.
For the whole thing.
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
I'm going to be doing a lot more regular episodes than than last year. Believe me, the amount of shit I'm working on at the moment for episodes, it's not going to fucking go to waste. It has to be said.
Yeah, he's got. There's one guest he won't tell me about at all, but the other guests that he has told me about, we've got some good people coming up.
Yeah.
Spoke to Toby Haydock earlier today. He won't be on.
You're not going to bother telling me about any of them?
No, not yet.
We want to do something silly like that.
Yeah, no, I've told you about one of them. Toby
dude
Haydock
who
won't
sits
be on.
behind a dude.
Yeah, he won't be on by the 30th, sadly. But we've got. I mean, Who's Round isn't going anywhere, and we'll have him on, I'm sure, at some point, I'm sure.
Doctor Who is going to be on for 8 weeks.
Yeah, and even if we don't get him while the series is on, we've always got him to. We can talk about. It's a good excuse to talk about Who at Hoylake later down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which has now become something else as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of came out the blue. I need to book those holiday days.
Yeah, you do. I'm already booked, so yeah.
I'll get that. Do you know what? I've got my thing. I'll do it in a minute. I've got my system up here, so yeah. Yes. Are you coming to that, Andy, or not?
Yes.
Right. Well, book your frigging tickets then.
I will.
Where are you going?
I've got to wait until I get paid.
The Doctor Who convention that me and Paul are working at.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So, yeah. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. Yeah, so we've got a nice sounder from Warwick Davis, which we'll probably put at the start of this episode.
Yeah. Because why not?
Because why not?
No.
Because you're going to get sued.
Yeah.
Well, there is that.
Oh, while I'm at C2E2, I just realised that the Green Power Ranger's there, so we'll totally try and get a sounder off him.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And
you already said that I need to get one off Peter Davison.
Yeah, Peter Davison's going to C2E2, so I've tasked Andy with getting a sounder from him.
Yeah. Cool. I'll get one from as many people from C2E2 as I can.
I only know that because Peter Davison tweeted for today for the first time in 6 months.
He's like, I'm going to C2E2.
Literally, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say, Andy, I'm quite jealous that you're going to Chicago, because I'd fucking love to go, personally. Like, my favourite band comes from Chicago. I've always wanted to go.
Which band is that?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Homer Simpson's
there was me thinking it might have been, I don't know, Chicago, but there we go.
No.
No, they're actually from Boston, and Boston are from Chicago.
What else have you guys been talking about?
Let's see. Oh, God. So much. I've been singing to the guys quite a bit.
That explains why the weather has turned bad.
Cheeky bastard.
We discussed YOLO.
Yeah, with Low and Swag. The new Swedish hip-hop rappers.
Yep.
Who work in a bistro.
Yeah, we talked about bistros. Talked about clips.
Yeah.
Blu-rays.
Yeah. Blaxploitation Lord of the Rings.
Yep. Mad Eye Moody getting so annoyed with kids that he'd go back in time and divorce their parents so they will be born bastards.
And
Spazzy mutant chickens.
And the original conversation between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone about making Planet Hollywood. You'll know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Paul's just like, what the fuck, man?
Welcome, Warwick Davis. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Credits.
Oh, and Andy got kidnapped by bees.
Bees.
Bees. And Joe
Joe was kidnapped by mimes.
And gay dog was discussed.
So, sort of mime ninjas. They're silent but deadly.
They
So
operate
ninjas.
by fart. Actual ninjas. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. Hey, while you're on, Paul, I wanted to ask you something. Right, why the hell is your daughter signed up to Twitter and all she does is talk about Rocky Horror on every tweet?
Because she's basically obsessed with the Rocky Horror touring cast at the moment, and basically wants to be like them.
What?
That's why.
But it's like literally every tweet.
I know the only reason she's on Twitter is basically to be connected with the cast of the Rocky Horror show.
Have we talked about that? I don't know if we talked about that on the show about us going to see Rocky Horror.
I don't think we have.
You, your daughter, and Tom all went, and Tom.
Here we go. Right, don't worry. There we go. I've found what we need to talk about. This thing Warwick asked me to talk about. I'm just looking at his website. It's called The Multiverse.
Okay.
Right. It's a YouTube super channel. It's all. It's exactly the sort of stuff you guys will love. So you should really get on there. So youtube.com/The Multiverse.
Okay.
And that's what we're supposed to be plugging in return for him doing that.
I think we'll probably plug it on a proper episode as well as this, because
I would say that's very wise.
There has been a lot of Warwick Davis talk, though, on this episode.
Well,
Yes.
But, yeah, and Gary Oldman.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's something that we remembered. Is he played Marvin in Hitchhiker's
yes,
the movie?
yes, he was talking about that. Apparently, that costume is something like 2/3 his own weight, so he was carrying another 2/3 of his weight.
Wow.
To be he considers one of his toughest roles because it is such a cumbersome suit and that.
It's all on his head.
Yeah, well, and you couldn't see basically inside the head, because there were no eye holes. He had two monitors. There was the monitor so that you could see what was ahead of him, and then there was the monitor showing what the camera could see, so that if somebody walked up beside him, he could sort of adjust and react. And exactly. Yeah. So he's very, very proud of Hitchhiker.
It's very good. It's a great movie. It's very unjustly overlooked.
I rate it. And I blogged about it.
You have indeed, yes. Back when you used to do blogs.
Yeah, I really will get back to that, especially as I've got stuff to read at the moment.
I know you got sent about 700 books by the BBC.
Yeah. Gary Russell was very upset with me when I decided that I'd read the new books rather than the reprints first.
Well,
He was sobbing on Twitter.
You read the originals when they first came out, so you don't.
Well, most of them. I did point that out to him, but never mind.
Yeah, no man. I'll go for it. Now, you have to let us know what you think of the new ones. Yeah.
Yes, I will. Well, I will do. Yeah, I've started with Nicholas Briggs's Dalek book, and this is the first time that Nicholas Briggs has written a Doctor Who novel. So I think it's the first time.
Hold on. Nicholas Briggs has written something about the Daleks.
Yeah, there's a surprise. Right. Oh, bloody horror! But you can
Briggs
tell.
Cash in of the Daleks.
Give the guy his due. You can tell he's grown up reading the same sort of stuff we have because it reads very like a Terence Dicks novel.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. But it's got
Would you say it was on target then?
I see what you did there.
Not many people did, but I did what we did.
You're a funny guy, occasionally.
Never funny, how dare you.
Oh, excuse me. Anyway, yes. What else? What else have I got at the moment, news-wise? Not a lot, really.
We'll save it for the actual show when we record that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jolly good.
Yeah, that's
indeed.
You know, we've been chatting for nearly 20 minutes. Are you going to use any of this in the Beyond? Or?
We've been talking for 2 hours. We'll pretty much use all of it. Anyway.
Jolly good. Jolly good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's been a good laugh, like, yeah.
Yeah. Is the clip show still scheduled to go up on Friday?
Who said it was going to go up on Friday?
He did.
That was the plan, wasn't it?
Friday?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
It'll go up when it goes up.
Oh, God, dude, come on.
It'll drop when it drops.
Yeah. That's what he said about my testes, but I'm still waiting. What,
dude, pull your finger out.
I think that might be the problem. Hurry up and get it done. Because let's face it, I mean, this episode can't go up until the clip show's gone up anyway, so...
Really? So this isn't going to make much sense until then. In fact, this may end up being horribly out of date by that point.
I hope you all enjoyed Warwick Davis's documentary about Auschwitz when it was on last year. It's now repeated on ITV4 as part of their classics season.
Yes. Warwick Davis, he's on Doctor Who this week.
Death of Warwick Davis, they're showing this documentary again.
Warwick Davis, he be graveyard dead.
But who will inherit the bistro? That's what I want to know.
Oh, shit.
On that bombshell, then, we'll probably leave the Beyond there.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
So
I'm waiting for Lee to send me his bit, the bits he's recording, and then pretty much all I need to do is piece it together. Although,
Yeah.
what was the clip that the other clips that I needed to get that we were talking about earlier?
I don't remember.
Fuck it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We've got enough in there. It's already like nearly 2 hours long, and I haven't finished it yet.
If you do forget to put them in, people will just listen to this episode and they'll know what we missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll do. Right, that'll do. Well, in that case,
that'll do.
that's an episode of Beyond the 50-Foot Nerds, then.
Yes, like Top Gear, but what are cars?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we may as well talk about that then, see.
Oh, yeah.
Throw that in quick at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day, actually. You know,
Well, let's just explain where it came from first of all. I was round at yours on Sunday, wasn't I, Paul?
You were,
and
yes.
We got to talk. I don't even know how it came up, but the podcast was compared to Top Gear.
Yeah, it's just something I'd been thinking about, and I suddenly realised one day that with sorry to ignore you for a second, Joe, but when it's the three of us, it is a very sort of Top Gear vibe, except there's no cars. So I said to you, Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds, it's like Top Gear with less cars.
Yeah, what's a car? Yeah, I would be Jeremy Clarkson, Paul Captain Slow over there, and Andy. Well, he's not so much the hamster, he's more the gerbil gerbil. So...
And I said he was the Stig.
Yeah, no, well, I suppose you'd have to be the Stig then, you're the fourth one, I suppose, because you've been on about 20 episodes now. So, yeah, you're on Ming. You just float in every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ming,
nobody knows what they look like.
So in that vein, on that bombshell...
On that
No, before we go, I was thinking of this because Mike, me and you had the conversation about playing. We play up for the show.
Yeah, we kind of.
Do you? I thought you were just being perfectly normal.
No, I mean, well, like the meat that you get on the show, the Beyonds is a bit more, done
in the main show, you were like
the main show, like I'm more of a caricature, like in a heightened, because we were saying this as well the other day, me and Paul, saying like it's a heightened version of myself, that as much as I hate everything when I'm on the show kind of thing, but I still end up watching them. Like how much did I despise Total Remake? I still watched it. You know what I mean? So, it's...
Yeah, you weird fucker.
Well, I know, I wish I hadn't now, though, to be honest with you.
No, you're a weird fucker for not liking it. I didn't have a problem with it.
You didn't have a problem with the fact that, A, nobody gets their ass to Mars, and the final fight takes place on a lift that goes through the world.
Yeah, and how is that any weirder than going to Mars?
Because there's a lift that goes through the molten core of the Earth.
The molten core of the Earth. You went a bit Ringo on us there, mate.
Well, one day Thomas went through the molten core of the Earth. Slow down, said Henry. Fuck off, said Thomas. And everyone had a party.
Would you believe me if I told you I was being followed to the centre of the Earth by a yellow submarine?
I've got a hole in my pocket.
Well, hey guys, why don't we just go and have a look over here? Quiet. Fucking Paul, you knobhead. Not you. McCartney.
Yes, the dead Paul.
Yeah.
If he was to produce this movie, I'd do it. David Bowie, what are you doing here? No, what I was going to say was because you said about the caricatures. I realised, because I said, I don't think I play one. And then I realised, yes, I do. Because you play the guy who's in the normal show, you're like Q, as in, like, you're the ladies' man who gets angry about random shit.
Yet again, the 50-Foot Nerds is compared to Tell 'em Steve Davis.
Yeah, and I'm like the dude from Seven, who apparently is like, oh yeah, in person is perfectly normal, but then apparently has a back room full of dead bodies.
It's a shower fridge.
Yeah, a shower fridge.
Yeah, exactly. I realised it the other day. I was like, wait, so far in the show, we keep implying that you're like a man whore, and I'm the guy who has sex with dead bodies and keeps them in a fridge. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a character. Only pretty sure.
The first episode that I was...
Mario.
Yeah,
No one else going to take that Yoshi reference, no? Just me.
Sorry, I got distracted.
By Yoshi.
Why?
Well, yeah, funnily enough, she's on the landing. Hang on, I'm just moving rooms.
It's a bit... It's like a low-budget remake of Changing Rooms.
There we go. There we go. Right. I'm in another room now, and we're not being disturbed.
Apparently fell over. I'm in another room and
I'm having chest pains. If you're listening to this episode of the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds, please call a time ambulance to come and rescue Paul in the past.
Oh, fuck a doodle do.
Christ on a bike,
should we finish now?
Yes, okay. On that bombshell then, let's leave this episode of Beyond the 50-Foot Nerds then. Well, yeah, let's give out our Twitters and what have you, because that's what we do. Well, first of all...
we don't normally on these, but we will this time.
Start it, let's do it, you know what I mean? We're back. This is, just what we're doing. Yeah, I would say, and it's for people who've never heard us before on the podcast network, you know what I mean?
You poor bastards.
Yeah.
Well, they've heard me.
Yeah, well, they've heard you, yeah. Yeah, and let's just recall what they know about you. A, you fax your dick to Tony. B... you come on and you get kidnapped by Bane, and C, you're going to give out blowjobs at a reduced rate at C2E2. And this is the man who doesn't play a character.
No, not a reduced rate. Yeah. Not a reduced rate. I raised the prices because I'm second.
Because you're more desirable now. You're on the network.
No, I'm more desirable because I'm twice reigning best foreign popper.
Bring that foreign mouth over here, boy.
Is that some kind of euphemism that I'm just not understanding? Best foreign popper.
That's talking about poppers.
Oh, don't talk to me about poppers.
Oh,
no, sorry, there's a story there, but my wife would have to tell it.
Oh, oh God.
Bring her on.
Go and get her.
Not tonight.
We will get Kath on an episode, man. We'll get her on.
I'm going to lay a Mario theme music underneath the entire episode when she's on.
Music is the
really quietly, just to see if she notices.
The outro music is the theme tune to the old Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario!
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, anyway.
Yes.
Let's go out. Go and like the show's Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds. We've got email. If you're Warwick Davis and you want to sue us, send your email.
What have I begun?
50footnerds@gmail.com. Even if you're not Warwick Davis, just send us email, because we like you.
But don't sue us.
Don't sue us, yeah.
Unless it's Tony, in which case.
Let's see, what else? We've got the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds, I think. I don't know. Go and watch...
Nerds, isn't it?
I don't know. Go and watch What Happened to Seth, because it's funny. Let's see. Well, we've got the show Twitter, which is @50footnerds, FIFTY, Individual Twitters. Mine is @Mike G. Bell.
Mine is @Vaults of Extoth.
@Miriam Steve Dave.
And @Auton Scouser.
This word joke can go another 16 times.
Yeah. No, I won't. That'll do.
Yeah,
also,
that'll do.
Go follow
That'll do.
Steve and Beam Dave.
Twitter, man, that'll do.
God, that's another one.
How many show-related accounts have we got? We've got the normal one. We've got Mad Eye Movies.
Oh yeah, at Mad. What's that?
At 50 foot
MEM.
Yeah, 50-Foot Nerds MEM.
Yeah.
50 foot spelled 50N.
50FT. Yeah, 50FT nerds, MEM. That's it. When Andy
Camp Hitler, which hasn't seen use for a while.
Yeah, at Camp Hitler, yeah.
Stephen Meme Dave.
Yeah, at Stephen Meme Dave, yeah. I think that's it.
For now.
For now.
I want to learn how to make Twitter.
Online.
Yeah, well, that's my other account for Merseyside local group business, isn't it?
Yeah, at MLG Online.
We need to start a Twitter bot, which will just be like Daniel. It'll just be called Daniel Craig, and every so often it'll just be like, I got some marmalade!
Oh, sweet Lord. We'll finish this show one day. Well, you know what to do now. Go and tweet us, go and Facebook us, go and slap a monkey in the face, I don't know. Go and find a midget bistro. And until next time, Nagini's, then, we say Geek Out on the main show. What do we do for Beyond?
That's what I said. We don't usually do anything. We just go, all right. Last
it? Finished? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the last time it was White. Sorry, the last time it was White Christmas.
No, last time the false ending was...
White Christmas this time, by the time we get around to playing it again, because it'll be our Festivus special.
Yeah.
Remember when Warwick Davis did that thing for us?
Yeah.
The 50th special Doctor Who was brilliant, wasn't it, Paul? And so was the Christmas special.
Yeah, I know, the 3D was fantastic, but what they did to General Louise Coleman at Christmas was very surprising.
I know, it was a White Christmas. I didn't think you could show that at 7 o'clock on a Saturday evening.
Goosh.
I'll tell you what, my hands were busy.
Geek Out.
Tell them, Goebbels!
Yes, I'm Buster Piggle. Iggle, Buster Piggle. Yes, I'm Buster Piggle. Iggle.
Weird. Swag.
How do we turn the beat up?
What now?
How do we turn the beat up?
I don't know, I have to go like that, mainly. I know, that's the bass. Driving in the car with Andy sitting here, and Andy's surname is Andy fucking Rears. We're driving through Highton and sitting in my car. We've got to go to Runcorn and it isn't very far. We've got to go down to the top of the road and then we might go left or right. I don't know, I've got to check at the roundabout when we go there, and we'll find out which way we're gonna go, whether this way or that. I don't fucking know, motherfucking bitch and twat, cause I hate bitches and I hate hoes. I don't really, I'm messing, yo. Don't you see? And don't you know, I got a motherfucker sitting here on my show, cause I present 50-foot Nerd, and here's my co-host, sitting right there, he says, oh me, I'm Andy Weers, I'm funny as fuck, and I've got Britney Spears. Well, I took hair, and I cut off her hair, and I sent her fucking motherfucking downstairs, cause I kicked it up the arse, and down she fell. I'm just bitching motherfucking that it wasn't down a well, cause I wanna drown that stupid bitch. I'm gonna motherfucking stick her lungs with shit at the fucking bottom of my motherfucking well. I'm gonna fucking drown her, and then rape her as well, maybe. I don't know, it's something crossed my mind. I haven't decided, I haven't got the time, cause our bus has just gone past full of people, and they might know my plans, and they're going to the steeple and the church to confession to see the priest. They're gonna fucking tell them what I'm up to. At least I don't know. It's just what I'm thinking. I might go home and then I might start drinking, cause we're going here. Now we are, I don't know, we're just in the car still. My rhymes aren't the greatest that you've ever heard, but I don't give a fuck. Twat. Hey, I don't know.
Can I start yet?
Andy, take over. Rock the show, bitch!
When I find the beat.
It's there. By your feet.
Probably. Worst cipher ever. I'm here, me and Mike and Swag.
We got him out of a carrier bag.
We did. He's missing his chains, but that's good because all that remains is his face and his carrots. What rhymes with carrot? I don't know. That's a
parrot.
Yes.
We got a parrot on our boat. We're like the pirates going down on a float. We say, "Arr, matey-o, I've got a peg leg and a hook, don't you know?"
This is why you're fucking better than me, I guess. But it's time for a rest, no?
We got a minute left on the track, so don't think you're gonna get off it easy as that, bitch.
Is there a minute left? Yes. I don't know. Really?
Yes.
Wow, that was fucking predictable. What's a predictable? Well, it's a new invention I made to use to predict fails. I keep trying to say two words at the same time. It doesn't work because that's not how you make a rhyme. We were listening to Steve Dave, but now he's on a plane with Bane.
Go to Spain.
In the rain. But you can't see that because it's clearly on a plane.
Why would you shoot a man before throwing him out of the plane? That's what I ask you. All the same, because I'm Bane. And my dad is Sean Connery. Or Roger Moore. They're going to make pottery. And you'll see it when I put it on a shelf. And you can buy it from me. It's good for your health.
That's why you can go fuck yourself.
Fucking Batman.
God, I suck at this. That was the most fucking pointless thing ever. It's like doing the making of my hip-hop video and you're the one freestyling. Oh well, only one more thing to say about that. Swag.
Medium-sized Dave.
If you've enjoyed the nerddom in your ears, then please follow us on Twitter at 50footnerds, or email us anything except spam at 50footnerds@gmail.com.
Oh, God in heaven. I'm going to enjoy listening back to that one, I'll tell you that, right?
I'm going to be... I'm going to be listening back to that with biting on a knuckle, because, God knows what you guys have done.
This was supposed to be our music special as well.